What's going on, guys? Oh my Godzilla back here with another exciting Godzilla figure review, guys. Today we're taking a look at the brand new Godzilla 1984 from the Bandai Movie Monster Series. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Alrighty, guys, jumping right into this figure. This guy is very nice, actually. Pretty good detail all across the board. Definitely the highlight of this figure is the detail. Look at those big old eyes. Looks really nice on there. Definitely looks a little derpy from the front, but when does Godzilla not sometimes with these suits? But the profile is really good. We unfortunately did not get individually sculpted teeth there, but they are painted fairly accurately. Mine, I don't know if this is just me, but mine has lots of little paint issues here and there, little white splotching, and that does not rub off. I try a little bit. I don't want to get too aggressive, but you can see some on the neck, one on the head there. So definitely some annoying little paint issues, but the detail on this figure is phenomenal. Really a good job on the detail. Real quick, let's get the tag out of the way. The inside is just kind of the usual Japanese stuff. Here's a picture of Godzilla, kind of one of those classic images you see if you just Google Godzilla 1984. There's the back. This is figure. This was released at the very end of 2022. I didn't get mine till 2023 because I had Zen Market hold it for a little bit because I was waiting on a couple other things and I didn't want to have to pay for shipping again. But guys, checking out these spines. Look great. I think the spine paint is really good, and they even managed to give us paint on the back of the head. But guess what they didn't do? They gave up halfway down the tail. I do not know why. I will never know why. I will never understand why Bandai is so obsessed with doing that. But they did stop halfway down the tail, but before they stopped, it looks really good. And especially these big spines. They look really nice, I think. Moving on to the hand detail, looks pretty darn nice. Like I said, the detail is amazing. Paint on the fingers looks pretty good. Inside the mouth there, you can kind of see kind of the reddish-orangish tongue in there. Like I said, I really do enjoy the look of the facial sculpt of this figure. I think it's great. And moving into a little bit of articulation, guys. We do have 360 on the head. The arms, I actually do appreciate how the arms are in two separate poses. It's pretty easy for them to just, copy-paste the reverse and have the arms be exactly the same pose. But these are actually slightly different, so I definitely do appreciate that. The arms would go 360 if the body wasn't in the way, but they get plenty of movement on them. And I do like this kind of, this almost side-to-side movement instead of, they give us a cool form of articulation. And the legs can get a clean 360. Have to force it a little bit, but not too much. The tail looks like it is sealed. You could probably break the seal, but I will not be doing so. Guys, so this figure is very, very similar to the Godzilla 1984 Memorial Box figure. So really quickly, let's take a look, compare those two. So here's our Memorial Box on the right. Obviously, the Memorial Box got a little bit more highlighted paint areas. The claws are much more kind of beige-ish colored, I guess. And this is not a copy-paste sculpt. It's very similar, but not a copy-paste. And then obviously the spines, again, much more beige looking. The face is a little bigger, I guess. It looks a little bit bigger. The differences are very small, like I said, but they are there. Check out the figure. Memorial Box did get the tail painted all the way, so that's nice. And then Memorial Box does have the head, arm, leg articulation, and again, no tail. So, guys, wanted to throw this guy next to a couple of other figures. Here is the NECA. I just wanted to show him next to the NECA. There's our NECA. The NECA really just looks derpy, I think. Not that's totally a bad thing. The suit is a little bit silly looking, but in like a scary way, not silly looking like Son of Godzilla suit. But there you go. I definitely think Bandai did a much better job kind of at the back of the neck area. That's where this figure looks really weird. His head looks like a football helmet just slapped on him. But so there he is side by side against the NECA. His tail's a lot longer too. The NECA has a fairly short little tail. You can see how this guy has almost a solid half-inch or more in tail length. Moving into our next figure, I wanted to show him off next to just because this guy is a recent release. This is the Godzilla 91, the 2022 release. differences in the body for sure. Head sculpt is much different. The arms on this guy are kind of more the copy-paste that I was talking about. Differences in the toe color as well. There's your kind of profile sides. And just wanted to compare up against a couple of other kaiju. This is the Titanosaurus figure from the Toy Dream Project. So Titanosaurus has a little bit of height on him. I think that sizing looks great though. I love Titanosaurus' spine kind of jumping up higher than his opponents. And then the last figure I wanted to just show him off next to, just to show him next to another figure, is the Mecha King Ghidorah re-release from 2018. This sizing is pretty good as well. Like I said, I'd never mind if King Ghidorah was a little bit larger, but this sizing definitely works pretty well for what it is. There's his giant wingspan. Definitely looks good. So Ghidorah does do a good job of towering over him pretty well. So there is a couple of profiles things for you. I believe this figure was a Godzilla Store exclusive, guys. So if you want to get him, you got to go to the Godzilla Store. Without buying secondhand, you got to go to the Godzilla Store. I'm not sure if it was on the Bai that they have. They have the Bai on the Godzilla Store. If you didn't know, is the way that they got. It's new. I haven't tried it. I just use Zen Market. But the Bai is like something that you can use to buy the Godzilla Store figures, and they ship them to the U.S. But not all their inventory makes it onto the Bai, so I would have to double check that. But I will link him below on the Godzilla Store. And then from there, you can either use the Bai if you want, or you can use like something like Zen Market, which I use. Zen Market's definitely great. So there he is, guys. The Movie Monster Series Godzilla 1984 figure from Bandai. This is a great one. I definitely would recommend it. It's a really cool addition to the collection. I'm glad they finally re-released this guy, because I don't think we had a version of this figure since the Memorial Box, which was near 20 years ago, I think now. So definitely glad to have another 84 on the shelf. Cannot wait for what Bandai has up their sleeve for 2023. They have a ton of awesome releases coming our way, guys. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of this figure? Would you pick it up? Did you pick it up? And what are your thoughts? Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you in the next one.